What's going on, Trollomaniacs? Chris here with Telesplashgaming. Thanks for popping in and spending a few minutes of your day with me today. It's greatly appreciated. And what am I talking about? It's a quick one-hitter quitter. It's a pickup video because I spent a weekend at Portland at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and I spent a little bit of money. I didn't get as many things as I wanted to, but I still got a few cool games, a few cool items, and a few cool t-shirts. So stick around and let's take a look at them. Alright, so first things first, I started off the expo looking for things for my kids, and they ended up being the last thing I bought because I wasn't sure what to get them. My kids are gamers, but I didn't want to get them something gaming, so I thought I'd get them something kind of fun that's gaming related. So for my daughter, I got her this really cool Princess Peach Mario Kart wall art. Now you can put it on the wall, you just hang it. I thought it was pretty neat, kind of a cute little idea. Kind of cool, so got that for her. She was happy with it, so we got that knocked out. The next thing I got was for my son. And I got him, he's not a big hat wearer, but I decided to pick him up a cool hat that had to do with Marvel. So I got him the Spider-Man hat, which I thought was pretty stinking cool. He seemed pretty impressed by it. It's kind of, a faux leather, but it's got the Avengers seal on the inside, and one size fits most. I always love that. One size fits most, unless you got a melon for a head. Then you better find something else. But he's good, so this will work for him. Let's get into some t-shirts. I got this sweet Mega Man shirt. Now, I am a huge Mega Man fan, and for me, I love anything that has to do with Mega Man. It's one of my favorite games. Mega Man X was one of the very first Super Nintendo games I ever got, so to have something Mega Man related, I thought was pretty rad. So Mega Man, huge fan, got a shirt with Mega Man on it. While we were out and about, we stopped at Pink Gorilla Games. This is all the same weekend, but at Pink Gorilla Games, I got Pang Adventures. Now, Pang Adventures, if you haven't played it, is a game that's part of a series that's been around for a long time, where you are basically a kid who has like this gun and you're shooting these bubbles above you and you're just breaking bubbles, but it's super fun, super competitive, and super addicting if you haven't played it. So Pang was one that I didn't even know was a limited run game, but I saw it at Pink Gorilla Games and I had to have it. It's really fun multiplayer, and it's one that if you haven't checked out, you should really look at it. It's a hidden gem. I think it's on arcade. I think Super Nintendo's had one. It's been on multiple systems, but now I have it for the PS4. Next up is a game that I got from Castlemania Games booth, and Gary at Rock Solid Productions is working there. He hooked me up, and this is RC Pro-Am for the NES, a classic, almost needs no introduction racer for the Nintendo. This is obviously just an open cart, but it is almost mint. This game is in great condition, and I almost wonder what the story is behind it because I don't even know if it's been played that much. It is literally in perfect condition for not being in box or anything. So RC Pro-Am, cool little pickup, and will look good in my room here. Next up is a game that really isn't one that people want or need, but for some reason it caught my eye, and that is Heroes of Might and Magic, The Quest for the Dragon Bone Staff. I don't even know what game it is, but Heroes of Might and Magic, big Might and Magic fan when it comes to gaming, and I always like these kind of hack and slash style games. So this looks kind of fun. This is a strategy adventure. I've never played it, so I don't know a whole lot about it, but I liked it. It caught my eye, and I wanted to pick it up, so this is one that I grabbed real quick. Next up is a game that I've had my eye on for a long time, but I'm not a huge game collector. I have games that I play, but I don't just go out and buy a ton of games at a time typically, but there's a few games that I like for the PlayStation and the Xbox, and that's the rare games. I have Steel Battalion, and another rare game for the Xbox and the PlayStation 2 is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And this is one of the greatest fighters ever made, and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has been kind of on my bucket list that I want to get for a game, and finally at Portland I thought the price was right and I picked it up. The only disappointing part about this, I wasn't thinking when I bought it, it's just the disc. There's no instruction manual, so I'm probably going to go on and buy an instruction manual for it. I'm not a big complete in box kind of guy, but when I buy games I kind of want the instruction manual. Like, I don't need brand new, I don't even need mint condition, but I kind of like complete, like with the manual for the most part. I mean, I don't need every single piece that came with it, but I at least like the manual. So anyway, glad to have this game in my collection finally, and one that will actually get quite a bit of play. Next up is a game I got from the limited run booth they had set up there. Now, there's been lots of controversy with limited run, but I don't give a crap about that. What I care about is that I got Bloodstained Curse of the Moon from the booth. Super pumped about it. I have not played it yet. I'll have some gameplay footage here for you, but it's kind of like a Castlevania style game for the Switch. It came out with other consoles, but this is one of those where it's not a AAA style. I need to play it in 4K on a big screen. It's the old school style Castlevania game, so I picked it up. Perfect on the Switch, perfect on the go, and can't wait to spend a little bit of time with this one. Now next up is one that I was pumped to get. I use the word pumped a lot, but it makes perfect sense with this next one. NBA Jam for the Super Nintendo. Oh, but not just any NBA Jam. Signed by Tim Kitzrow himself, the voice of NBA Jam. Kaboom! As you can see, to Chris, boom shakalaka with his autograph right here. Super cool, super pumped to have this in my, not just collection, but you know, I might play it once or twice, even though it's signed, just to say I did, and then I'll probably put it on the wall and use it as decor, because, you know, I'll get another cheap copy of this one. I don't need to use this one over and over, but super cool to have this. Met him, really nice guy, and super excited that I was able to get this signed. Even though we had other games, I wanted the original NBA Jam in the collection, signed by the man himself. Next up is another t-shirt. This one's kind of cool. You know, truth be told, I'm not a huge Smash Bros fan. I play it, I'm not good at it, I don't love it. It's not a game that I can't live without, but I love the shirt. Smash Bros. Fight Club, brawling since 1999. Thought that was just a really cool shirt. Pretty subtle, you could wear it around, people that don't read the shirt won't even know it's a video game shirt, but with the slogan and everything, I thought it was really cool. So this is one that I had to pick up while I was there. So I got another shirt. Now they had a deal 3 for like 50, so I had to get 3 shirts because I can't lose money on the deal. I got to get a good deal. And so this one's, you know, going to the anime fans out there. Now I'm a decent anime fan. I know a little bit here and there, but Full Metal Alchemist was one that just I loved. I couldn't stop binge watching it. So I watched Full Metal Alchemist. I bought a PlayStation 2 game for it, and I had to get a t-shirt to go with it. So Full Metal Alchemist t-shirt. Happy to have that. Be wearing that on the channel. You'll see that floating around here. And then last, game-wise, you know what? I was in the NBA Jam mode. I couldn't help myself, so I picked up a couple copies of Blitz. One for the OG Xbox, one for the PS2, and they're back-to-back years. I got Blitz 2003 on the Xbox, Blitz 2002 on the PlayStation 2. Pretty inexpensive, nothing special about these, but, you know, I'm a big Blitz fan, and I don't think I've played either one of these versions. I usually play the older arcade styles, so like the Dreamcast version or the arcade game itself. So it'll be fun to have these on the PS2 and the Xbox, and a good one to put in just to mix it up a little bit. And second to last, a poster. And being a big Mega Man fan, like I mentioned earlier, I thought this would be kind of cool. I don't know if I'm going to put it up in the game room or what I'm going to do here, but Mega Man 0 and the big bad guy Sigma himself. Again, huge Mega Man X fan in particular, although I loved Mega Man 11. But it's nice to have Mega Man and 0 and then Sigma in the background, so I'll figure out a place to put this, but cool poster, couldn't pass it up. The last thing I got at the con is something my brother found for me, and it's freaking hilarious. It's a mixture of Hitmonchan and Mike Tyson, and it's a pin. And it's just one of those laugh out loud pins. They had a bunch of them, but this one was perfect for me. I'm a huge MMA and boxing fan and jiu-jitsu, so I thought this was great. We got the boxing Pokemon and one of the greatest boxers of all time put together to make an iconic pin that I thought was just great. Another thing that I grabbed that I actually don't have in my possession yet because I had to pre-order it was the M Classic HDMI connector. And what the M Classic does, it basically is an upscaler through HDMI. It has a built-in processor, and it makes your retro consoles look better on the screen. So it plugs in through HDMI to any source. It even makes your Switch look better. It can make your PlayStation 4 look better. But I'm looking to make my PS2, my Xbox, my Wii, any console that I have that I can put through HDMI to make it look crisper. The M Classic is definitely a way to go. And there's a few other things like a retro tink, but the M Classic is easy. It's not cheap, but I pre-ordered it. It was like 89 bucks at the con, so again, couldn't pass up a good deal. I don't want to lose money on it. So I got the M Classic, and I'll definitely let you guys know what that thing does and how it works exactly. But at the con, they had a booth set up, and it was actually really impressive what it looks like from just regular either component cables or the original HDMI out with this new one, the M Classic attached to it. Looked quite a bit better, smoothed out a lot, just made it look crisper. The colors were brighter, so I was impressed, and I had to pick it up. Alright guys, that's going to do it for my pickups at Portland Retro Gaming Expo. Anything you saw that you thought you'd have? I didn't get anything amazingly rare, amazingly cool. The autograph was awesome. I thought Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was pretty sweet. But again, nothing insane. So anyway guys, let me know what some of the coolest pickups you've had at these cons or in recent weeks, garage sailing, thrift shopping, or any other means. Facebook Marketplace. Alright guys, keep trolling, keep rolling. We'll talk to you later.